Hi neighbors, this is Marianette Salpietra. I'm here today to instruct you on how to make a simple bow for your packages or for your wreaths. This will take a little bit of maneuvering with your fingers, but we'll get it. You can make small bows for packages or small wreaths, and a larger, this is about a 10-inch bow, for a bigger wreath or larger packages. Now we have different kinds of ribbon. You've got the number 5 ribbon, which means just the width. This is a woven ribbon, easily done because you don't have to twist it. You can use both sides of it. So it's basically just folding your loops. I'll show you that more in detail. We also have a large woven ribbon, which is only imprinted with the pattern on one side. So this is the one you do want to twist. So you will need to twist and loop. And we'll show you how to do that. Twist and loop. You have a metallic ribbon. In this case, it's also one that can be used either side. So it's not a twisty ribbon if you don't want to. Now, we'll start with the simple green and go from there. Okay, we're going to get started on a ribbon. We're going to use the number 5 ribbon first, the two-sided woven. Now, when ribbons are indicated by a number, ribbons are measured in quarters. So a number 5 means it's 5 1/4 segments. So it's an inch and a quarter. Most of them are just measured. They'll tell you they're 2.5 inches, 3 inches now. But if you see a number on them, that's all it's stating. So with a double-sided woven, depending on where you're going to use this, you can make it with the center loop or without. So a center loop is just taking and pinching, looping. Okay, now there's your center loop, and we're ready to start with our loops for the bow. You've got to remember, it's whatever you do on this side of the bow gets done on this side of the bow. It is a 3-loop either side, layer after layer. So we'll make 1 loop, and this will dictate, this first loop size will dictate the size of your bow, unless you decide you want to keep on building until you can put it on the Taj Mahal. So you take it, you pinch them all together in the center, then you do a loop on this side. Same size, you don't have to measure, but just eyeball the size that you made on both sides. They're about the same side. Now, you pinch in the middle. Now this might be for those that might have a little arthritic condition in your fingers, that after a while this starts to hurt. I use pipe cleaners to tie off my bows with. They're cheaper. You can buy them in colors of your ribbons so that they hide themselves. If you have wire, you can do that too, tie wire, but that might not be as convenient to your fingers. So as you build your ribbon, let's go to the first level. Let's pretend we're doing all of it. There's another loop, and then 2 loops. Don't stop here, do 1 more. 1, see what I'm doing with my fingers back here? Hanging on for dear life. Pinching and hanging, pinching and hanging. So I just loop it over. This is wired, so this gives you the nice ability to fluff it and it stays put. All right, now, like I said, if you have arthritic problems in your fingers where this starts to bother them, put your pipe cleaner in, hang on to it, twist it really tight in the back once, and leave it open so you can just add the rest of your loops, and then you don't have to hold everything. The most aggravating thing in bow making is to get all these loops on here, get a cramp in a thumb, and all of a sudden, boom, there goes all of your loops. Okay, now we have our ribbon with 3 loops of one size on both sides, and then another 3 loops of a larger size on both sides. Now you see the back. We are going to take our pipe cleaner and pull tight. And I stress tight because if you start making your bunches of loops too loose, they won't compact together and look nice when you see it. Now, As you can see, they're all in a straight line, but don't worry about that. You have your center loop. Now we've got the 3 middle loop or center loops. You start to pull, and that's where the tightness comes in, because these can be pulled and held after you pull them. If it was too loose, they'd go back into place. So you just stretch them out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it's wired, so you can play with the wires. Make the loops nice and full. Okay? Hang on to your pipe cleaner in the back. And then pull again. These are the second set of 3 loops. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. As you see how it fills that out? Now, you can pull one here, pull one there, and loop it up here, and you've got a cute little bow for a package. And see, you've got a center loop, which isn't always necessary, and you've got enough fullness in that to make a nice ribbon. Now, as you start your bow, like with this, you can add your streamers at the end by just cutting another piece of ribbon and pinching it in between your pipe cleaners. That'll add your streamer, or you can add them at the beginning. Okay, here's the bow. It's about a 5 to 6 inch bow. It's approximately, without streamers, it's approximately 3 yards. So you'll know if you cut 3 yards of ribbon, you're going to get this size bow without streamers. You have 3 loops in 2 sections on either side. This is 3 loops on this side of one size, a little larger, 3 loops. So there's 6 loops on both sides. 12 loop bow. Okay, now we have the same method in making a bow. And as you can see, this one's larger than the green one. You see the difference? This is 6 little loops. This is 12 bigger loops. We have a larger ribbon, another one for a wreath or a bigger package. All you need to do to make your bows bigger is to keep on making another set of loops. 3 to one side, 3 on the other, a little larger than the last one you made. You can even do it with the first green one we made. All you need to do is keep adding and adding. You could have made those loops a little bigger to begin with. That will dictate how big your bow is going to be. Now on this bow, all I did was start with all the loops first, and I added the streamer last just by tucking it in to the pipe cleaners, as you see. And then you can add more streamers if you so choose. You can make them as long as you want if you're going to be using them all around the wreath. You can cut them off at the bottom in an angle, or you can call it the dragon's tooth, which is the serpent tongue, which is that cut, fold it, and then cut it this way, and you get the nice 2 prongs, as we call serpent tongue. All right, now we're going to start on a larger ribbon, and this is a one-sided ribbon because it's not imprinted on the other, so you can't just loop and loop and loop. You're going to have to twist this. So I'm going to do this without a center loop for you, and without streamers to begin with. So just take a little bit of ribbon. This is the number 10 ribbon, or 2.5 inches. You take it and you pinch it and hang on to that. Now you're going to take your first loop. I'm going to make this one a little larger. Then you're going to pinch here in the middle. You got the 2 pinches. Now what you're going to have to do in order to get the printable, the colorful side up again, is you're going to have to hold and twist the ribbon. And then make your second loop. Now remember, we're going to do the same thing as we did on the first one. You make your loop, you make a pinch, and now it's going to be a twist. 3 loops, both sides, twist. Again, you're going to use all your fingers in this, all the time. And twist. Again, 1 more, and I'll have 3 on each side. And then, so I don't lose it, pinch it, and pipe cleaner it. And then you can keep adding your loops. See? Tighten that twist and lay it flat so your loops can go through it again. So now I've got 3 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we won't worry about arranging them until we're done with all our loops. Now, I'm going to speed this up and show you how to make a large bow with single side print in under a minute.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
We have a bunch of loops. I won't cut the ribbon off right now, but you would be cutting it off now and then adding your streamers later. Okay, find your center again. There's my center. So I've got 1, 2, 3 centers, loops, 1, 2, 3 center loops, then 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I'm going to do the other side. 1, 2, and it's wired, so just fluff it as far and as wide as you possibly can. I may put an extra loop in here. Okay, now this is what we're going to see. You can keep on. If bigger, better. You can even add different ribbons together. If I made 6 loops for the center, I could always pull a different ribbon through and had different color loops for the next layer, and go back to this one and then do the same thing. It's easy to do. And when you're finished, if you ever want to add a floral pick to it, you know, just stick it in the middle, stick it in here. You can even hot glue it. And that will give you a very decorative bow. I just wanted to recap to let you know what we've done. The first bow we made, number 5, 1 1/4 inch ribbon with 6 loops. We have the next size, which is your number 10 ribbon, 2 1/2 inch with 9 loops, 3 levels. You see how much bigger it will get. And then this ribbon is one with 12 loops. It's a larger size, but you can even make this one tiny, just like this one if you so choose. I hope this short video was helpful in demonstrating on how to make bows. Happy holidays. I hope this short video on bow making, I hope this short video was helpful in bow making. I hope this short video was helpful in demonstrating on how to make bows. Happy holidays.
Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song as we go along.